Hi, it's Jillian Schleger from jillianschleger.com, author and intuitive coach, and I'm here with a money block kinetic divination session. So if you are here, say hey. If that interests you, stick around, and that's what we'll be discussing today. Hi. So I posted a little while ago about the inner child sabotaging our money goals, our success. And I don't know if you've ever really considered the inner child being kind of a saboteur, but it is actually one of the archetype shadow aspects. It is an archetype that we all have, and there's many archetypes within the inner child kind of umbrella. And I wanted to come on tonight and talk about the inner child blocking our success, blocking receiving money. So that is one of the money blocks, is actually fear of survival. That's from the inner child, the orphan child. So anybody that has birth trauma, I am adopted, so I definitely have birth trauma that I've worked through with this process. And the process that I'm talking about is kinetic divination. This is a healing system that I've created by merging 8 healing modalities together. So the first part is muscle testing, and then we go into body sync, and then subconscious reprogramming. So the first part of muscle testing, I'd love for you to try this out. You can picture a whiteboard out in front of you. And the whiteboard is actually taken from NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. And if you're thinking of the whiteboard in front of you, 0 is going to be on the left and 100% is going to be on the right. And this whiteboard can be huge. It can be 20, 30 feet wide. So I want you to kind of get just comfortable and just play. The cool thing about this is it seems so harmless and ridiculous that it goes by our conscious mind and it sneaks past our analytical mind. So it gets right to our subconscious because it just seems so harmless and kind of childish, right? Throwing something onto a whiteboard. But when you throw the money block, fear of surviving, up onto the whiteboard, does it actually register? Does it actually have a percentage? And you can test this out and see what that percentage is. And that is actually muscle testing. You're checking in with the percentage of alignment with something with your subconscious mind. So checking in with that percentage, you're going to, next part, body sync, you're going to see if you can take that percentage down towards 0. And then you're going to check in to see if that registers in your body anywhere. Sometimes there might be a resistance in our throat, or our chest begins to feel tight, or we feel something in the pit of our stomach. These are actually our body responding, and they are part of the body sync. Part of the system that I developed goes into the shadow aspects of the chakras. And every single person who has a tightness in their chest or a pit in their stomach, it all means the same thing. So that's part of my system. If you want more information about learning this system, just type in KD and I'll contact you and let you know how you can learn how to use this system. Even if you are a healer, especially if you're a healer or a coach, you can actually use this system in your own system as an in-depth, really to add depth to your process of healing, to find those subconscious blocks. Hey Anya, how are you? Good to see you. So when we're shifting, we're working with the limiting belief or the money block of fear of survival. This is from the archetype, the orphan child. Looking at the inner child, the orphan child that has the fear of survival. And we're putting that up on the whiteboard to see if it's registering at all. And then we're going to grab it and bring it down closer to 0. And we're going to check in with the body to see how the body is responding. And if there is anywhere in the body that there is a response, maybe the heart goes, oh, I don't know about that. Or there's a feeling in your stomach. Really take note of that. That is important. If there's emotions that come up, be grateful, acknowledge them, know that your emotions are only feedback. Discomfort in your body is feedback. And you want to say, thank you, body, for responding. And then we can use the governing meridian. So it starts here, it runs all the way down our back and then around. And we press here and we say, anything that's preventing this from going right to 0, we're going to cleanse, clear, and delete. We're going to dissolve and detach from anything that's not ours. We're going to send anything that's not ours back to origin with consciousness attached. And we're clearing this down to a cellular level. And we're allowing that now to come right to 0. And we're going to acknowledge our body and say, thank you, body, for responding. And then you choose something different. So we have been muscle testing and shifting the limiting belief, the money block of fear of survival. This is from the archetype, the inner child, and specifically the orphan child. So we just put it on the whiteboard, we shifted it down to 0. We checked in along the way to see if the body was responding. We used the governing meridian to shift and allow clear passage for this money block to actually go to 0. The next step in kinetic divination is creating a new mantra, creating an affirmation and a script that we can use to reprogram. So we just created essentially empty space, and there can be no empty space in the universe. So we put something else in its place. Instead of the fear of survival, we can create a mantra or a script that would be empowering. I have a right to be here. I have a right to thrive. Would be a really good mantra. So with that mantra, we're going to use the K27 points, which are right underneath our clavicle or collarbone, about an inch down. You can actually feel little divots in the skin, but you're going to actually switch your hands. So you're going to have your right hand on your left K27 and your left hand on your right K27. And you're going to tap. Take a deep breath, and you'll say that new affirmation, mantra, script, whatever you want to call it. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to thrive. And you'll do this for 3 to 5 minutes. Angelina, how are you? Deep breath. I have the right to be here, and I have the right to thrive. Deep breath in. Releasing all tension from the body, saying thank you, body, for responding. I have the right to be here, and I have the right to survive and thrive. We just shifted survive. I have the right to be here, I have the right to thrive. And check in with your body. How does that feel? And is there any resistance? Is there anything coming up? I have the right to be here. I have the right to thrive. So you can continue that. You can leave it for a little bit. Go get some water. Come back. Try it again. Remember to always drink lots of water, because especially if you tested on the whiteboard the fear of survival and it was a high percentage and you shifted it down to 0, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you actually just shifted your energy by taking something from a high percentage down to a low percentage. So you did actually shift stuff. It doesn't seem like you did a lot, but you just moved a mountain. So drink some water. All right. So that is kinetic divination in a nutshell. I'm going to be doing a series of money blocks. So if you enjoyed these, stay tuned. There'll be lots more. And if you'd like more information about kinetic divination, about learning this process for yourself, implementing this into your practice, then just put KD, comment KD, and I will give you information. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I hope this is helpful. Talk to you later, guys. Bye for now.